selling and buying home at the same time. And today we were talking about why pricing is matter.
Okay, so the duration your home sits on the market, the longer it's there, the longer it's going to affect the sales price. And you don't necessarily want that because homes that sell fast typically get above or close to their asking price. While the longer they sit, the more likely people are going to give you a lower offer. So you don't want the lower offer, you want the maximum amount. So really understanding how to choose your listing price is super important.
Exactly. Therefore, choosing list price is super important, as my wife said, and really utilizing the data and statistic in the past is really important because that is the place that we know we dive into the all the data and we tell you exactly what is the market is, and we can price it based on those numbers and a statistic competitively and taking into account all similar property with the similar features to your property that has been sold in the market or coming into the market, to understanding where is the price of your home actually stand.
Right, so that's why real estate agents that you trust are super important in your corner. And I get that price might not be exactly everything you wanted, but the CMA is going to tell us a lot of information that's going to tell us how fast that home is going to sell. The next thing we are going to talk about marketing and so much more, navigating the offers and all of that. But first, we're going to do our introduction. Hey guys, Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Also, you call text all the time, 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. Don't be shy. Also, grab our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below. Now, for a strategic plan, make sure your real estate agent that you're working with is going to, of course, do the basics, at least professional photography, virtual tours, staging your home as much as possible. We want to make sure that your home is getting broadcasted to as many people out there. We want 50% of people actually still buy their home because their real estate agent recommended it, and the other 50% are buying online. So you have to take into both considerations. They are both equally important. And of course, you want to see everything being used on social media. So if you are having someone who has a strategic plan, a marketing plan, you are going to have so much more. And that is something we offer our clients, is a marketing plan, and we can show you our marketing plan. But make sure that you are getting someone who is going to come at you and be able to sell that home in the time frame you want.
Exactly. Therefore, the next thing that did we do our introduction?
Yes, we did. Now we're on the navigating.
Okay. Therefore, navigating the offers, basically, definitely this is a super important that for you, what is the objective is. Do you want a fast closing? Do you want a higher price? These actually determine your strategy for how we're going to proceed with negotiating terms based on your objective. And your real estate agent professional expertise actually is key in this process because that can assess and qualify the offers that you get on your house, including contingency and buyer's qualification, because also that is important to see this buyer really qualified, did it went underwriting. These are super important to get those offers that are good.
Okay, so next thing we want to make sure is for one of the main things with us is that pre-approval letter is from a bank that we recognize. There's a lot of online there's a lot of online banks who promise people the world, but they can't actually deliver what they promise. So we want to make sure that when you're selling your home, you're taking someone who the real estate agent has peace of mind that this is a reputable offer, and of course go with the highest one, but make sure that they are all reputable and not one of these fly-by-night, we don't know who they are. And we've seen so many times these fly-by-night ones can be problems. Now, when we go into negotiations, my favorite thing, we want to make sure that we are making sure that there are considerations for, they're going to go through the due process. They're going to maybe they're going to offer concessions. What are the buyer's motivations? We can't always know that, but we have to make sure if we are going to counter because they didn't offer the full price, what you think it is going to be. So we have to understand these contingencies. You have to understand the clauses, and we're going to explain it to all of our people when we read the actual offer. Do you want to add anything, Ed?
Exactly. Therefore, I wanted to more go into the contingency. Okay. That's where we wanted to talk, and clauses. Definitely, when the offer of the buyer that you receive with your real estate agent includes contingency and clauses, this is the place that you need to be very careful, because some of the contingency like home inspection or selling their home that they're trying to purchase your home, or appraisal. These are really put you in the danger in some scenario if you are selling your home and buying another one, and also can delay yourself. And if you are not managed, less money also in your pocket for the next home that you are purchasing.
So we want to make sure that you're heading to that close easy. So you want to make sure that, you know, the time frame for the appraisals is there. We want to make sure the time frame for inspections is really easy, so we can actually negotiate an easy time to where everything is moving on to or actually closing. I'm going to talk a little bit more about those contingencies. We're going to tell you what they're really asking for. Are there any additional provisions? Are they asking for specific things? Or maybe you're asking to rent back. There are so many options in there when we're writing a contract that we have to kind of be able to navigate and explain. But basically, simple ones are closing costs we have to look for right away, who they're using as their lender, who they're using as their attorney. Those are all really kind of do matter as much as possible.
Exactly. Therefore, that's why you need to sit with your real estate agent professionals and discuss everything and see if this is really in your favor. And the next thing that we wanted to talk about is the closing on your house.
Yes.
No? Therefore, this is closing when you went through all these things, basically evaluating the offers, looked at for any contingency, and then the appraisal and inspection done, and also you need to make sure that what is the repair request, as we call it in the state of North Carolina, due diligence period, when you are negotiating after the inspection done by the home buyer. Therefore, you wanted to make sure all of these things has been done that you go to for the settlement, which is coming from the, of course, the home buyer's lender, that they're gonna send disclosure statement, which in the state of North Carolina, that's gonna go to the closing attorney. You might be living in a state that you have a closing agent, but the concept is the same, no?
Yes. So basically, you want to make sure that, especially if you're selling to buy, you need to close on your home most likely in order to buy the next one. It could be a month before, a day before, a week before, or the same day. So we want to make sure that these closings happen on the time frame that matters for you and what you're actually going towards next. So these timelines and all the paperwork has to kind of go towards the goal, which is exactly what we're saying. So we can't wait to help you. We love talking to people about who want to selling to buy.
You wanted to talk about also finalizing the paperwork?
We did that you talked about the closing and making sure everything.
Can you explain a little bit?
Okay, well, I thought he talked about it. So really, when we're getting to the end, you're going to look at the settlement statements, the HUD. This is going to tell you all of the transaction costs. Make sure we're reviewing everything very carefully, making sure that all the credits and the debits are correctly there. But again, let's talk about, you have to make sure everything is on the schedule that we're talking about, and that is really super important.
Exactly. And don't forget to call us and connect with us, Alan Victoria Pinder, real estate agent professionals in the state of North Carolina, especially Pitt County, North Carolina. We love to help you, and call us at 252-327-3357. And subscribe in our channel and watch all these videos and playlists. And if you are in the podcast, please follow us and write us comment. I really appreciate it.